Nehaka, why are your eyes purple? I don't know, man. I was just trying something new and I thought purple is a good color. And I also read somewhere that like purple brings out pops, like what is words? Purple like helps hazel eyes pop. I don't know, is it working? Are my hazel eyes popping for you? I don't know. Hi. So today I'm a little stressed. So the other day I was watching these old 90s Bollywood music videos, like of songs, old Bollywood songs, and then I like thought about the movies. I have so many questions, so I just wanted to sort of vent about and talk about these things that no one has seemed to notice before, and I think it's time I shed light on these situations. So here are some Bollywood movie dilemmas that I have. I'm just so sorry if I keep touching my hair. I hate it. Here are some Bollywood movie dilemmas that I have to vent about right now. Like, I gotta. The first movie that I want to talk about is Main Hoon Na. Main Hoon Na is a fun movie about like this army guy whose dad dies, and while dying he's like, hey, by the way, quick FYI, you are a doctorate, go find your family. So he wants to go and rekindle his like relationships with his mother and brother, and he goes like to this college and like pretends to be a student because he has to also at the same time take care of his boss's daughter who hates her father because he was like a sexist piece of shit. And so anyway, the movie's like quite good, but I just have a little problem with it, like a minute problem. So the daughter, like the boss's daughter's name is Sanju, and Ram is the army guy. His brother's name is Lakshman, aka Lucky, and they like are best friends. But Sanju like is in love with Lucky, but Lucky is like playing around, playing in the field, and he's into like these like preppy girls. I don't know why I never said preppy in my whole life. I don't know why I just said preppy. But yeah, he's like into that, and Sanju's more of a tomboy. Like I don't know, like I dig it. Like Sanju looks good even when she was a tomboy. So what she does is literally change her whole like fashion lifestyle. Like she becomes like a more preppy girl just to impress Lucky. And I have an issue with that. I don't understand why no one's questioned this. Like she literally changed herself to be another type of girl that she wasn't just for a boy. I don't know, man. I feel like if that happened in real life, like if I knew someone that literally changed her entire like way that she expressed herself just for a boy, I would be like, yeah, exactly. Don't change yourself for boys, gal. And she did give him shit for it for like 1 second, but then she felt bad like the next minute when he asked her out to prom and she already was going with someone else, and then they like ended up together. I don't know, I just don't ship it. So that's like a minuscule little problem that I have with that. Otherwise, great, amazing movie. The next movie that I want to talk about is Kaho Na Pyar Hai. Now, Kaho Na Pyar Hai is the first movie that I ever watched in this lifetime as a human being. So it's pretty special to me. Now this movie is about Sonia and Rohit who fall in love, but Sonia's rich and Rohit's not, and Sonia's dad's not happy about it, so he hires men to kill Rohit, make it look like an accident. Sonia goes to US to her annoying cousin's house who keeps calling her Sonia for some reason, and there she meets Raj. Raj is the exact same person as Rohit. Raj is Rohit's doppelganger. So Sonia's like all freaked out, but Raj is obviously intrigued by Sonia and falls in love with her, and he's like trying to like make some moves, but Sonia's just like the whole time. So Raj is like, what's your deal? Like, why are you afraid of me? And Sonia's like, I'll even tell you. And then she like shows him all of Rohit's pictures, and he's like, whoa. And Sonia's like, yeah, exactly. Like you would think, I don't know what you would think. Like honestly, it's a Bollywood movie, so I get why it ended like that. But I feel like, you know, in real life, if this happened to me, where like my boyfriend, like the love of my life, died and then I saw his doppelganger, I would be freaked out like the whole time. Like I would never get over it, you know? Like how do you just get over something like that? Someone that is your dead boyfriend's exact twin. Like how do you even get over that? They got married in the end. Like that's the ending of the movie. Sonia got married to Raj. Like can you imagine? I can't even be friends with that person again, let alone get married to him. He looks like your dead boyfriend. Like, is no one going to acknowledge the mental health issues that are going on in this movie? The next movie I want to talk about is Hum Dill De Chuke Sanam. Listen, so Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam is about like Salman Khan, I forgot his name, Sameer and Nandini, who are like in love with each other. Like they like, you know, cute teenage love, and then Nandini gets arranged marriage to Ajay Devgan, aka Vanraj. So this whole time she's like cribbing about being with him. She's just like, I want to go back to Sameer, I'm so sad and depressed. And poor Ajay Devgan slash Vanraj is doing so much for her. Like he's like, love me, and he's like being the best husband in the world, and she's the whole time she's just cribbing. She's like, I don't even want to be in this relationship. And then in the end, like she finds Sameer again. I don't know, I don't remember exactly, but I think she tells Ajay, I don't know if she tells him, but anyway, she finds Sameer like in the end, and she's like, oh, like hi, and then they meet, and so she's leaving Banraj for Sameer. So literally up until the scene where she's leaving Ajay Devgan for Sameer, she's like ready to do it, like she's ready for this decision. And then the scene where she's leaving Vanraj, aka Ajay Devgan, she's like, wait, hold up, no, my husband has been so good to me this whole time. You know what? No, Sameer has changed as a person, and I decide now, after all of this drama, right in this moment when I'm leaving my husband, that I don't even want to leave him anymore, and I want to stay married to him, and I want to, yeah, I'm suddenly in love with him. And Ajay Devgan slash Vanraj is just like, yeah, okay, like I'll take you back. Thank God you changed your mind. We can be a husband and wife again and pretend like none of this happened. Like, what are you doing? Like, where's your self-respect, Ajay? Like, what are you doing? Like, you just literally created this whole drama in your life and your marriage, and you're like, I'm so unhappy and I don't want to do any of this. And then literally the second the like scene that you're leaving your husband in, you realize that you know, realize how much you love something once you let it go. So you're just like, oh, I don't even want to like let it go. What was the whole point of this movie if you just literally, the whole movie is just Nandini PMSing, throwing a fit, just being like, I hate everyone, I hate my life, I want to go back to my teenage boyfriend. And literally the second her husband's like, okay, do it, she's like, no, I changed my mind, I'm sorry, I was just PMSing, I was just throwing a fit, I was just being dramatic, like I don't want to leave you. I don't know, like, does this not surprise you? The next movie I want to talk about is a recent add to the list. My friend was watching Mujhse Dosti Karoge yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that movie, what happened there? And then she told me the story, and I was like, oh yeah. Coincidentally, after I like discussed the movie with my friend and decided to put in my video, I saw this BuzzFeed article that was about it and like said all of my thoughts, and I was like I'm glad it's out there, but I'm still gonna be talking about it. So essentially, Mujhse Dosti Karoge is literally a catfish wedding. Like, what? There's these two best friends, and then there's this guy who is also their best friend, and then he leaves, and then he like stays in touch with Tina the whole time. But except it's not even Tina, it's Pooja the whole entire time, and she's catfishing him for like 15 years. Is that what it said on the BuzzFeed post? Like, this post made it so much easier for me. Yeah, I think it was 15 years. And in the end, they got married. Like, he knew. Hrithik Roshan, whatever his name is in the movie, he found out. And even the revelation scene was so weird, because he was like, wait, oh, so you were Tina this whole time? If this was real life and someone came and told you that like I was catfishing you for the past 15 years, would you really get married to her? I don't think so. Like, the revelation scene was just like, oh, you were Tina this whole time? Okay, so Tina cancel, I just want to get married to you now. I don't. And then there was this whole like confrontation scene where he was getting all abusive, and he was like, oh, like, you know, promise me you will even marry this other guy, only then will I ever marry Tina, otherwise I'm never gonna even marry her, and break her heart right in front of you just to spite you. Like, why drag poor Tina into this? Like, what are you doing? And then the other guy that he's talking about is Uday Chopra, by the way. I'm not gonna say anything. And literally he's like, you better even get married to Uday Chopra, or I'm never even gonna get married to Tina. Like, this is what was going on. So Rani Mukherjee, Pooja, is like, oh yeah. But then Tina finds out. Wait, I forgot. I think, yeah, Tina finds out, and she's like, I will sacrifice my love and like you two get married. So Pooja and what's his name, Hrithik Roshan, get married in the end. And I'm just like, Hrithik, what are you doing, boy? And last but certainly not the least, and the weirdest out of the lot, is Mohabbatein. Now, Mohabbatein is about this guy, Raj Aryan, who's like a carefree soul, and he comes into this really strict boarding school for boys called Gurukul, and he wants to like change all the rules because the principal's really strict, and he wants to like make these 3 specific boys fall in love with, like, not fall in love, but like make their love story happen. Because the principal's daughter was like the love of his life, but their love story could never happen. So it's like a cute story, except like the principal's daughter, the love of his life, is like, you know, guiding him through this and like encouraging him to like make these people fall in love with each other. Except she is dead. Is no one gonna talk about the possibility that like she's a ghost? The GF, Aishwarya Rai, I don't know what her name is. She's a ghost in the movie. Like, she's telling him what to do as a ghost. Or that Raj Aryan has mental health issues. Raj Aryan has severe schizophrenia. Is no one going to talk about that? Is no one going to talk about the fact that he is hallucinating his dead GF? Like, what are you doing, Bollywood? Every Bollywood movie where like people fall in love with each other and like get married. Like, that's so cliche. But like, give me this angle. Give me a remake of Mohabbatein where literally you tell me what happens to Aishwarya Rai's ghost. Does she find peace? Or does Raj Aryan ever get therapy? Like, what is happening? Is no one going to tell me about like the struggles of being a schizophreniac that he went through? Or like, is no one going to tell me if like Aishwarya Rai is like dealing with her ghost self? Like, I don't know what, but like, give me that angle of the movie. Anyway, so those are my Bollywood movie dilemmas. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it got your gears grinding. I have never said gears grinding before. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment on it, share it with your friends or like the whole of your Facebook, I don't know, and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me if you did, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.